Hello traders, this is Bars Edge Trader here. We're going to demonstrate our fair value gap indicator. We will embed this indicator into a lot of our strategies. It gives us some price action and helps to determine if we can go bearish or bullish. So what is fair value gap? I'll show you real quick. I have a little illustration. Basically, we have three candlesticks that we look at. For instance, here on the left-hand side is the bullish. So we have a candlestick that ends up being small. And then we have a long candlestick. And then we end up having another small candlestick. And the basic concept is that the large candlestick is with the wick does not exceed the body of the small candlestick, and same thing with the other side. So we end up having this gap between two candlesticks, and that gap is the formation of a fair value gap, and that's bullish. You got the same thing on the bearish side. So we will look for these gaps. These tell us that something is happening. Either we're going to have a continuation or we end up having a reversal. We will look at rate of change and things like that, RSI, to help determine that. So real quick, this is the indicator. We can have alerts basically on did we build a gap in one direction or the other. Also, alerts will be on these cute little diamonds. Show you here. So what we have a blue diamond that's indicating that we have gone above the gap. We made a new high. And then we have these magenta colored that we made a new low. So we're looking at new lows to new highs, and especially at the formation or the change of the gap. So that indicates that we're having some directional movement. We will wait when we get that signal. We'll wait and see if we're going to reverse. That's what this one bar is starting to look like here. And then if this red bar actually goes through this gap, then we'll take a look and see if a reversal is possible. Take that reversal. Normally what happens, it will bounce. So this will be a good support or resistance point. It will bounce and start going back up, at which point we'll take a continuation. So basic parameters here, enable the alerts. System parameters, opacity, basically colors, minimum gap size and ticks. We use an ATR to help write the algorithm, which we don't show. The middle bar, we require the middle bar to be greater. This is the multiplier. You can change that. We don't like cluttering the chart, so we try to remove those rectangles as much as we can. So that's basically just us having a way to remove them. And then the BOS signals, so that's basically these diamonds showing that we're having a new high or a new low. There's a breakout. On bar close, everything's pretty simple, pretty easy. Let's see here. Again, 3 bars we're looking at for bullish, 3 bars we're looking at for bearish. Here's the alerts log. Nothing really special. We do play a sound. You can change that sound. It can be annoying on occasion, and there's ghosting. There will be in a case. So this very first one that came up, that was a bearish signal that was actually right in here, and it was actually a ghost. It came in and then went right out because we had this very long wick make that change. But we did get an alert. And again, nothing's perfect. Alerts can be annoying, but when you're watching multiple screens, it's nice to have. How we would use this, we would add a couple additional indicators. So we would throw up on here an EMA. We'd use a 200 EMA. And we'd throw up also an RSI. Just leave it as normal. And so what we're looking for, hey, if we're above the EMA, we're going to look at more longs, or bullish. If we're below the EMA, we're going to look at shorts or bearish. So this tries to keep us from taking entries that are not with the trend. And then we'll look at the RSI. Hey, if we are breaking the 70 or breaking the 30, we're overbought or oversold. We don't want to take an entry. Really, really simple. But it's can be quite useful. So here we built several bars, several rectangles that are showing that we're going bullish at that point. And here we just built another one that's showing that we had a bearish. Again, we would not be looking at taking this, but we would be looking at this being a possible continuation. Now it looks like it's going to be seeing how we got rid of that bar, that rectangle. Pretty neat, pretty easy, very simple. Just another tool. This is one we use in the background an awful lot. Hope you appreciate the video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks.